First of all, welcome everyone to the official Escape Simulator live stream during SimFest. Um, I'm Adrian. I'm part of the Game Drive team, which is the team that does marketing work here and there for Escape Simulator. We do community management, we do social management, and basically we help out where we can with the community. And I'm joined here today, or actually, I'm not joined here today, but you guys invited me, so
Yeah.
I'm a part of you, not the other way around.
Yeah.
But I'm here with Super Yura. If you want to introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, sure. So thank you for being here, Adrian. I'm Super Yura or Yura here in Pine Studio. I'm one of the programmers on Escape Simulator. So if you find any bugs, I'm probably responsible for them. Although we have some more programmers, so it's not entirely up to me. So yeah, that's about me. Here we have also Matti and Mats are 3D artists. So Mats, would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey everyone, I'm Mats. I'm a 3D artist on Escape Simulator. I joined a bit late to the party and I helped with the editor mostly, so that's why I'm here. And hey, hello everyone. That's it.
So yeah, one thing that Mats didn't say is that he's an amazing room designer. You probably played some of his rooms. They are quite popular in the workshop.
Yeah, but now the community does much better rooms than me. Like in the start,
Yeah,
maybe I was better, but now everybody does such great rooms. They're really nice.
yeah, they are great.
I mean,
Uh,
on the one hand, that's a great compliment, of course, but don't get your job in jeopardy before they, take people from the community. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, awesome. So yeah, we had a pretty big day today. We had a huge announcement on the Steam Hub and also in Discord, of course,
yeah.
for the second Build a Room challenge. This time it's a gaming challenge, and we're
Mm-hmm.
doing that in collaboration with HyperX and Omen. So for the people that might have missed the memo, I can go through it real quick. We've had some good talks with HyperX and Omen for the past couple of weeks, and we sat down together, we brainstormed, and we basically came up with a really cool idea to, to host the second Build a Room challenge. So the whole idea of the second competition is that there are a lot of HyperX and Omen assets that are in the game right now. If you update your game, they should be there in the room builder, and you can use those in game. So, for example, you can find a headset, you can find a laptop, keyboard,
Monitors.
microphone, and monitors, microphone, all that stuff. And we want people, room builders, to use those assets to create the ultimate gaming escape room. And yeah, basically we want to see how people are going to be creative with all those assets, and we're giving people about 2 weeks time. So the competition has started right now as we speak, actually, and people can submit their rooms until April 11th, 6 p.m. Central European summertime, and hopefully we can announce the winners 2 weeks later. It really depends on how many people will submit the rooms, of course. Um, but we have a big list of prizes we can give away.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's nice for the people that haven't read the announcement that we go through it real quick. So we actually have 10 different prizes, actually 11, but it's for the top 10 rooms. We have prizes, and there's also the community choice. So maybe I should start with 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th place. The people who finish in those places are going to win a Pulsefire mouse mat, which also has RGB in it, so that's pretty cool. So if you finish 6th place, you can win the Pulsefire Haste wireless black headset. If you finish 5th place, you can win the Pulsefire Haste wireless white headset. That's already a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then 4th place, you can win the Aloy Origins 60 keyboard. which is a sort of small form factor keyboard. It's a 60% keyboard. And then for the top 3 people, the third place can win a Quadcast S microphone. The second place can win a Cloud Alpha wireless headset. And then first place is the bomb. First place for the Build a Room competition will win an Omen 16 laptop and basically all the peripherals from HyperX. So a Cloud Alpha headset, a Quadcast microphone, the keyboard, the mouse, and the RGB mousepad. So basically everything. So that's pretty.
That sounds great. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Can me and Yura take part in that, or are we not allowed?
Well, I don't know. We might have some surprises for you as well, but I don't know how much.
Nice.
I don't know how much has been talked about internally, but there might be some cool stuff coming as well.
Cool.
But
yeah, this
yeah.
first place is really the bomb, as you said. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So we really hope that people will participate in this event, because I think when was the last Build a Room? A couple of months ago, I think.
Yeah,
I think
last year, right?
November, I think.
Yeah, right after launch, month after launch.
November.
And I think we had about almost 200 entries then.
Yeah, and some really good ones.
Yeah, and now we're a couple of months into the new year. We're almost half a year after the previous Builder Room, and the community has grown in Discord as well. A lot of people using the Room Builder and asking each other for tips and tricks in Discord. So we might have way more submissions now, which would be awesome. It's a lot of work for you guys to judge the rooms.
But it's fun. It's really fun to play them.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to check out these submissions.
So yeah, I just wanted to say that we are nearing, I believe, 4,000 submissions on our rooms in Steam, right? So there are a lot of cool rooms, and each day passes and a new cool room gets made. So there is a lot of creativity here. You just can get a cool prize for your creativity. So it's one more incentive to make a cool room.
Yeah, we hope we'll get even more cool rooms to play, because I mean, really, we play them almost every day and we enjoy them.
Yeah. Okay, one thing here that we didn't have last time is publicly defined rules, how to judge the rooms. So, I don't know, Adrian, would you like to go through the rules?
Yeah, of course. Last time the competition was hosted by you guys.
Yeah.
Now we're working with HyperX and Omen, so always when you have partners, you have certain types of rules that people need to hold into account when they're making the rooms. So when you create a room for this competition, we would like to see at least one asset that is in the game right now of HyperX and Omen. Of course, if you use, it's not that you will get more points if you use more assets or all the assets, but it would be awesome to see how creative you guys can get if you use multiple assets, which could be a part of a puzzle, for example. Because we also have like a small USB drive you can use. So it would be cool to see how creative you can get. But if you use at least one asset, that would be great. To submit the room, you have to post a link in the challenges channel in Discord. So all these submissions go through Discord, and you can only submit one room. So every time you post, when you post your room in the challenges channel in Discord, we will write that down, and we will keep track of who has already submitted the room. So you cannot submit multiple rooms because and delete your previous message, for example, and post a new one, because we will find out. Oh, that sounds harsh, but just when you submit, be sure you have submitted the best room possible.
I just like to add something, Adrian. Sorry,
Yeah, of
we're
course.
gonna add that in the rules, but you can actually make a room with more people. So maybe like three of you make one room, but only one person can submit it, and that person will get the prizes in the end. So I mean, he can send it to somebody else, but like that's the idea. So you can make more people can make one room, so that's fine. That's fine by us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And
that's
also you're absolutely allowed to do some tweaks after you've submitted your room. So for example, if you play test yourself and you find bugs or other stuff that might not be working properly, you can fix those. But it's not that you can go back and make an entirely different room because we will probably notice. Just saying.
Yeah.
Also, I see some questions in chat. We will answer them in a minute. For now, we'll just go through the rules real quick and a little bit on the judging criteria, and after that, we can answer some questions from chat. So if you want, people, you can ask your question in chat. We'll go through them in a bit. So yeah, I talked about the bug fixing. That's perfect. Copies of other players' rooms are not eligible, obviously. The people from the Pine team and us as well at Game Drive, we check out rooms that people submit in the Discord. So I think if you combine all the rooms that all of us have played, we've probably played most of the rooms that have been created by people, or at least taken a glance at it. So if you copy a room, we will probably notice it. So it would be cool if you just make something original, of course.
Yeah.
Originality is always always rewarded, and obviously keep it fun and clean. So no profanity or weird subjects. So just keep it fun, keep it clean, and keep it in the theme as much as possible. Obviously. So those are those are the rules. And
yeah, maybe we can maybe we can start playing, and you, Adrian, if you can go if you among the questions, so you and I can play, and you can tell us like what are people asking in the chat, if that sounds good.
Yeah, of course, because I already saw some questions in chat, and after that we can go to the judging criteria.
Yeah.
So first of all, welcome everyone, of course.
Yeah. Welcome.
It's so good to see you guys in chat and everything. So I think the first question I spotted was, will HP or HyperX, which is part of the HP brand, have a say in the devs judging process? Can they veto a room if it doesn't fit their corporate policy agenda? Well, no, because beforehand we shared the rules and judging criteria with HyperX, and they agreed on them. And now it's totally up to us how we judge the rooms and how we pick the rooms that have a chance to win. So if they had any input in that process, they could have done so. So we've made all the rules and judging criteria for them together, basically. So yeah, from now on, the judging process and the picking of winners is completely up to Pine, up to us. So. And the Community Choice Award, it is so when you make a room, it will be visible in the Steam workshop as well. And if you share it in the challenges channel in Discord, people can play your room. And the community choice will be based on votes. We will do a separate announcement for that as well, how that exactly works. But basically, everyone can vote on their favorite rooms that are submitted for this challenge, and the one that has the most votes will be the community choice. But we'll make a separate post for that to explain how that works.
Yeah. So for now, to start playing the game, to show a little bit of gameplay,
maybe you can say something about the game first. I don't think we said something, did we?
Yeah, sure. You can say a few words about it.
Okay, Escape Simulator is, as the title says, a simulator for escape rooms. It's basically a real-life escape room just for your PC, and there's 20 plus games, and as the guy said, there's like over 1,000 community rooms. That's a big deal for the game. So that's it in short.
Yeah, in our built-in rooms. So as Mats said, we are shipping with a lot of built-in rooms. We have splitted the rooms into themes, so you can play in space if you like space stuff. You have the Egyptian theme here that we are now currently playing. We have Victorian theme or Edgewood Mansion that is internally called, and the Corporation theme or Corporation Omega, right?
And holiday rooms also.
Yeah, and holiday. I totally forgot about that because we still can only one of them, but we are going to update it with new holiday rooms.
Yeah, yeah.
But for now, yeah, we are in Egypt. This is not the first room. This is, I believe, the third room in Egypt pack. So just to show you a little bit around, you can do whatever you'd like. In Escape Simulator, if you ever went into escape rooms, you probably couldn't throw around stuff like break vases and aim at other people's headers and stuff like that. In Escape Simulator, you can.
Yeah, it's preferred that you break everything actually.
Yeah,
so
it
the
is
more stuff you break, it's better. Yeah.
So yeah, we actually have an achievement for breaking everything. So that's
Yeah.
that is preferred. I believe
And
there's.
what did you say?
I believe there's a token here somewhere, but I forgot where it is.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Just break everything because you never know where you're gonna find tokens.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
So
keys.
you're actually incentivized to destroy everything in the room if you can.
Yeah.
But don't do that in a real escape room.
Yeah, of course. That's
Oh.
that's the upside of digital escape rooms. You can actually destroy everything.
Yeah. And as you can see, we're playing in multiplayer, so it's a multiplayer game, but it also works just the same, well, perfectly in single player.
Yeah.
Like it's preferred to play with like 2 to 3 people. Maybe 4 people are a bit too much, but it's also good to play with 4 people with some community rooms, or even more than 4 people. I think
Yeah.
10 people is the most I can play, or is it 8? I'm not sure.
So yeah, 10 people is the limit that we set in
10
code
people.
because it just gets too crowded. We tried once to play with 14 people, and it was just so crowded. So
Yeah.
we said the maximum is 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, the way our levels are designed, they are one person can solve one puzzle, the second person can solve second puzzle. So there is no what I want to say is that there are no gates that one puzzle has to be solved and
Yeah, it's not linear. It's not linear. You can do everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not linear. I was also thinking, how can I say you? What do I say?
Yeah. We should have spoken English like an hour ago, so
Yeah,
just to get in the tone of the stream.
let's maybe do this multiplayer puzzle. Pull the handles.
Oh
So
yeah.
this opens up. Okay.
So I believe that I should go to the second line, and
Yeah,
you
and
should
I
go to the.
go. Yeah,
There we go.
nice.
So yeah, that's actually the only multiplayer puzzle that we have in the game. That both of the players have to participate, right? All the other
Yeah,
puzzles are single player friendly also.
but it also works in single player. It's not
Yeah.
only this room works both ways, so don't worry about
Yeah.
that.
So in single player, the lever doesn't go up; it stays in place. Okay.
Yeah,
Where's the small pyramid?
I thought you have it.
So let's go to chat real quick because there are some questions already. Someone
Yeah,
asked,
go
"What's the
ahead.
list of countries that are eligible for this contest?" It's a worldwide contest, so you can. I mean, there's nothing more to say. Actually, it's a worldwide contest, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where you live. I mean, yeah, if you live on the other edge of the world, we will have more shipping costs. But everyone can participate.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone can participate.
Just be sure not to like fail at checking out the deadline. So maybe if you're like not, it says I don't know, it's GMT or like the deadline for the contest, so people
Yeah.
don't get confused. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Exactly. So the contest ends at April 11th, 6 p.m. Central European
Oh,
summertime.
CT.
which is 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time if you're living on the Western Hemisphere, if you're living in the Americas. If it's Eastern, yeah, then maybe we should put some Eastern Hemisphere times there as well. I will add those to the
good.
to the competition thing to also include some Eastern Hemisphere times. I think that will be handy. But yeah, you can participate anywhere in the world. So.
Okay, I believe that's it for this. Oh no, we are missing one more.
Oh, one is hiding somewhere just in the room. I always forget about that. I think it's in a race or something. Oh, God. That's why you break everything.
That's why. I mean, maybe it's in trash. No.
No.
So,
do you have some
another
questions?
question about the top 10. So, will the top 10 be determined strictly by points totals, or will you order them yourself subjectively? I mean, it's kind of both in a sense that so in order to judge all the rooms, the load has to be distributed. So it's not only one person judging the rooms, and judging a room is a mix of checking some things that are mostly objective. So if a room is functioning properly, if it's optimized, if it doesn't have a lot of bugs, etc. So those are kind of objective things. A lot of things are, of course, subjective to the taste of the people, of the person checking out the room. But I mean, you have seen the variety of rooms that have been created by the developers themselves, and they also enjoy a lot of the community-made rooms. So, subjectivity will not play a huge part in that way. We will try to judge it as objectively as possible, of course, but you cannot rule out subjectivity 100%. But that's why we have a point system to make sure it falls in a certain category.
I mean, for this build a room, I think it's better than the last one because we have at least the list what we are judging. So, and it is public, and you know what we are judging. So I believe it's more fair than the last one.
Imagine what the third one will look like.
Yeah. So yeah, I would just like to point out that Mats had the key item in his inventory for the whole time.
My bad.
And I was searching for it for quite a while.
That's like a classic escape simulator thing.
Yeah.
Like you and your four friends, very something, and somebody's just holding it and being AFK in his inventory.
That's so relatable. That's happened to me so often as well. We're like, yeah, I need to decipher this weird hieroglyph. It's like, and after 10 minutes, someone says, "Oh, I have this book here about hieroglyphs." Like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Maybe we should add the stealing mechanic.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Let me see what's in your pockets.
Yeah, let me take this one.
Yeah. But okay. Now, I mean, you can see what's hanging. I mean, but you can see only one item on his belt.
I mean, because we have the concept of key items, and key items are the items that that are hints or keys, like literal keys that fit in a keyhole, right?
Yeah.
And only those items are shown in the inventory. Here, if you take a ball, then ball will also be shown on the inventory, right?
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
then you can blame a person that is.
Maybe we can go to our community room now.
Yeah, sure. I was just let's see. We had quite a nice level. This one.
Yeah.
This level was posted by. Oh, I don't want to say the name wrong, but I believe it's Doc.
DAC or something like that, right?
Yeah. Wait, let me just check.
So this is a community-made room. So this is not a room that was made by us. So this is made by our in-game workshop, and we played it a bit earlier and really enjoyed it. So we'll show it here.
Yeah.
It's a bit different than everything else we played because it's not really just reusing our assets. Like it's made something really unique with these gears and everything.
Yeah. And the main thing is that you have a big asteroid headed for Earth, and you have to save the planet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like those effects, did you add them because they look pretty good?
Well, I'm not sure what effects those are.
Yeah, it looks really nice to me too.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
It's
it
really
looks
cool.
great. So I would just like to point out one thing that we had. I mean, the game was released last year, right? But we are constantly adding new stuff, and if you join our Discord, you can suggest new stuff. For example, we added links here to link to Steam Workshop, right? Wait for me.
Oh,
Uh,
they're really close.
yeah, I'm not sure when the door closes, so I don't want to stay outside.
There's always that
Uh,
one person that triggers when you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
too
yeah,
early.
and stuff like that. We added particles, right, Matsi? You're the one adding those, so we are
Yeah.
constantly adding stuff to Roam editors, so your voice can be heard on our Discord.
No, we go through everything you write, like I think 90+%. We don't answer always, but we try to answer it most of the time. So just write in suggestions, anything you have on your mind, and we will discuss it among us and maybe add some of the stuff later. So just keep on suggesting, and that's really awesome that you're also like active, and the community is just amazing.
Yeah,
Can
it's
say a
great.
bad word about anybody.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
another question I saw is,
huh?
can I participate now? Is the tournament today? It is today,
Yeah.
and also tomorrow, and also until April 11th. So
Hmm.
yeah, you can actually start today, and submit whatever, as long as it's before April 11th. Uh, well, on April 11th, 6 p.m. Central European Standard Time.
Okay.
Someone asked, can you put up a poster of famous people, as in Dr. Disrespect or Pokemon? That's fine. If you think that is a cool addition to your room, then
Yeah.
you should definitely do that. There are some rules about no copyright infringement, so obviously try to avoid um, some stuff that would violate copyright things. But other than that, if you want to put up a poster of cool streamers, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. I believe I saw a Markiplier room. That was interesting one.
What is it about? Did you play it?
I mean, I believe that it is about Markiplier. I'm not completely sure. Maybe it's about PewDiePie.
Yeah, classic.
Classic switcheroo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or their rivalry. Um,
Okay. So if I remember correctly, I should look up and see a number here.
Oh, nice. It's
71913.
yeah,
I remember last stream Mats that we had that I bamboozled you with 8 and 9.
yeah.
I was saying 8 and it was 9, and right now I was just counting in my head, not to screw you again.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
but I'm not sure where to write it in.
I've written it already. I can write
Oh,
the other one. Like this one is was hidden in the big coal thingy.
yeah. Okay.
So I think we got power now. Yeah, those are some nice effects.
Yeah, and the audio is also real nice. Oh yeah, it is now. We should fix pressure, if I remember.
so
Yeah.
Charlie the Demon mentioned that some of the community rooms freeze your computer. So if that's sidetrack, but if you have rooms that will not load up, or your game crashes, or even your computer crashes, that doesn't necessarily have to mean that there's something wrong with the room, but there could be something else that might be an easy fix to that. So in the Discord, uh, we have a channel dedicated for bugs.
Yep.
You can always post in that channel if you encounter a bug. If your game crashes, your PC crashes, or whatever, when you try to start a specific room, then we can always check in your logs and see what can cause it, and we we might be able to fix it or locate the issue very quickly. So
Sometimes the issue is just with, like, as you said, the rooms can crash because they're not that well optimized as the main game. But we are currently working on for a while now, on a much better system, and hopefully it will get implemented sometimes this year. So, like, you will be able to play even more community rooms that were crashing for you.
yeah,
That's a big thing we're working on.
Yeah, the community rooms and people using the room builder is something that is a continuous work of progress. Because I heard a quote once, and this is about game dev in general. But when you launch a game that is a specific size, that we're talking about AAA titles in general, then the first hour that people play the game, in total, people have put already more hours into the game than the entire Q&A process, just by the sheer amount of people that play the game. So that's the same thing with the room builder and community rooms as well. People will spend so much time in the room builder. There's bound to be some things that we find that are not working entirely as intended. So it helps us a lot if you share any bug you find in the bugs channel, so we can include fixes in future updates and stuff.
Yeah, we fix one bug and then Yura adds 2 more bugs, as you said, something like that, I think.
Oh yeah, that's the curse of bug fixing, right?
Yeah, I have to do something.
Yura was just saying earlier today, like, he's happy that we haven't added new bugs with this update, but are we sure about that?
Sure. I hope. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's always exciting when you patch the game and then you see a pop-up in the bugs channel in Discord. And you're like, oh no.
Why is everything black?
Why is everything? I mean, we also added the internal chat. The Discord channel, because we also use Discord for communication in PyStudio, right? That logs every crash and just brings up a notification that a game has crashed, and then we can check why the game crashed and everything. And it's a great motivational tool because it motivates us not to do any bugs, but it is so it is kind of annoying. Just I woke up today and I saw, like, I don't know, 20 notifications that the game has crashed.
Is that a good day or a bad day?
Average day, I would say. I mean, the good day is when I mute the channel and then I don't see anything.
Hey, you shouldn't say that out loud.
I shouldn't say that out loud.
No, I'm just kidding.
I can get out of this. I'm muting it on weekends.
Nice, great recovery.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, now I know we have to do something with colors here.
I got this awesome jigsaw, it's pretty big. Do you have any more questions, Adrian?
Let me double check. There were some. So, Anaskrawi asked, so to fit your multiplayer criteria, it would be good to make it so that at every stage of the puzzle, there's at least 2 different puzzles you can solve that aren't gated by other puzzles. I mean, yeah, that makes it multiplayer friendly when 2 people can simultaneously work on a puzzle. The entire room doesn't have to be built that way. I mean, sometimes it's fun when 2 people have to collectively work on one thing that unlocks another set of puzzles and possibilities. But yeah, it's a good idea. That's one easy way to make it accessible for multiplayer. Well,
It doesn't have to be some really complicated multiplayer puzzle or anything like that. Like this room we're playing is made that way that, like, I'm solving one thing, Yoda is solving another thing, and if we had like 2 more people with us, they could be solving completely different things. So, like, that's just fine that way.
Okay.
Are you stuck, Yoda?
No, I am trying to match the colors with numbers. Ooh.
Oh, okay. The door is opening, yeah. That's really cool animation.
Yeah.
I like the scale of things in this room. Like, everything is big and epic.
Yeah, and not only the animations and visuals that are top notch, but also audio is really nice here. In Room Editor, you can add custom audio for everything that's happening, for animations, for music, for ambience, or anything else. And I believe that we have that on judging criteria, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's I don't know, 5 points. Did we go through the judging criteria already, or we haven't?
Not yet. So I think that's a perfect segue to go to the judging criteria.
Yeah, yeah, you can do that then.
So I can see.
Okay.
Might be a good idea to link it in chat. I can.
I'm gonna solve this cannon. Yura, look at the cannon. Yura.
Wait, I'm here.
If maybe
Oh,
Gorilla or someone else can link the judging criteria in chat, that would be awesome. Then you can look at the judging criteria while we're going through it.
So yeah, the judging criteria, I think it is in blog post. It should be there.
They are there, but they basically link to the form that we will use internally.
Oh,
I think that's a
but
good.
that's that. I think. I mean, that's the judging criteria, right?
Yeah.
You can go through the points on the form.
Yeah, so there was a tiny bit of confusion in the Discord today about the judging criteria because people thought that other people had to judge their rooms based on this form. But this is just to give the builders a full transparency of um, how the developers will judge the rooms. You know exactly on what subjects they will judge the room, how many points there will be given and stuff. So number one is puzzles. So a puzzle doesn't have to be super complicated to get 15 points. It can also be a really fun puzzle or clever, and clever doesn't have to be difficult necessarily. It doesn't have to be a super insane math equation that you have to solve or whatever, but it can just be something funny or clever, or something well thought out. So that could get you 15 points to get it an awesome. Then you have visuals. There are multiple ways to judge visuals, but you can look at it this way. You can build a room that is purely puzzles, or you can make a room that contains puzzles, but also has a lot of flavor in it. And for example, this room has what we're playing right now. There's a lot of flavor in it with the rain and the comet outside and various other
Yeah,
stuff that is happening
I'd
while
say
you do puzzles.
like the visuals are a bit better than the puzzles. The puzzles are more on the simple side, but like the puzzles are also good, but the visuals and everything combined is just good.
okay. Let's press it.
Yeah, you can go on, Adrian.
So I think what would be a good way to make a room. I mean, you're obviously free to do it exactly the way you want, but if you are content with how the puzzles are working, then it could be a good idea to zoom out and see how you can add flavor to the room by adding cool visuals. Oh, that's really cool, by the way. Just blew up the meteor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just saw it on stream. There's a small delay, but
I mean, it was quite awesome.
yeah, that's cool. I don't know how big the delay is, but I'm watching the stream but not the live stream of you playing the game.
Yeah.
Probably have a minute delay or
Fairly
something, but I
small
just
delay.
saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So yeah, just a small thing about this room. I really like this one. I just wanted to say this.
Okay,
And
Yeah.
one more thing is that the guy that made this room also made 3 more rooms. So if you are enjoying this stream, this room, you can check out his other rooms.
Oh, we got stuck on Free Palm Island. We were playing it the other day, and I think I went AFK, and half an hour later, I think Boris and Tony were still playing it, and they were like, how long does this take?
Yeah, that's the long one.
It seemed short on start, but then it just kept opening up.
Yeah.
Someone asked, "Do you think this room that you just showcased will get max points in the criteria?" And Boris Gorilla answered, "I don't think any room will get max points, and of course, no room is perfect. In a way, I mean, I think it's really difficult to give a perfect score to a room, but I think the room you just played is pretty high up there."
Yeah, sure, it sure is.
So the next criteria is a gaming theme, so using the HyperX and Omen assets. So yeah, you can make an escape room with puzzles, and that the gaming assets are just there because they're more flavor than involved in the puzzle, or you can creatively use the assets in the puzzles. So if you know a cool way to incorporate them in the puzzles, that will probably get you more points.
Okay.
So sounds, we have 5 points for eargasm, and 3 points for good, and one there are some custom sounds. But it would be cool to, because there was some discussion in the Discord about this as well. That would be cool to give a clarification of, yeah, what would what kind of sounds or what usage of sound would place them in the good or eargasm category. That's really interesting.
So yeah, in my opinion, the room that we just played would be the eargasm category, right? Because there are a lot of custom sounds on all the objects, and the person that made that level put a lot of effort in creating that all the sounds match the animations and stuff like that. So in my opinion, that would be one of the good examples. I
Yeah,
also played a room that actually had voice lines that were custom made for the room, and that also shows that the person was really trying to immerse the player in the room, and I believe that is also a good way to create to be in eargasm category, right?
yeah, but you obviously don't have to make custom sounds. You can use
Yeah.
only our in-game sounds, and that's also fine. But I mean, if you make custom sounds and they are really good and fitting, I'm sure like it will be noticeable. But it's just fine to use our own sounds. It would be better like if your room has no sounds, that wouldn't be that good.
Yeah. Uh, you should put the key item in your inventory here.
Oh, I wasn't sure what I have to do. Did I have it again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so what
then
happens?
we get this thingy. Let me
Okay.
put it here. Okay, sorry, Adrian.
No problem, no problem. So the
Welcome,
next one is hint
foolish
system.
mortals,
Get
to the haunted
5 points for a
mansion.
superb hint system
I am
and
your
3 points for,
host.
yep,
Your
there's a hint system. So what would in your opinion be the difference between a superb system and just the presence of a hint system in general? How would you make that difference?
So in my opinion also, because this is all my opinion, but we are individually scoring the game, the rooms, so that it might differ. But the hint system, there are actually two kind of hint system, right? Like in-game hint system where you have a box and then you click and then you get a hint. And the second one is like when you have the external hint system that most of the popular games or rooms have on Steam. Wait, let me just put
Yeah, I mean
this.
there's like our in-game hint system for the main rooms. You have a button, you click it, and like a paper comes out, and it's like a little drawing of a hint. Oh, what's happening, Yura?
We lost power.
Okay. And
Uh-oh.
like people have been making hint systems like that in their rooms. So like you click a button and then you get a little hint, and that's I mean that's well done. You can make it simple, just like click something and it links you to the Steam page, and you can check the hints there. But I mean, a hint system is preferred to have in your room so people don't get stuck and I guess get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good. I think that's a good answer. If you include a hint system in your room, so you don't have to force people out of the room, that is bonus points.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got. It was like a jump scare for me, and then I jumped a little bit.
Like on our last stream when I got
Yeah.
scared.
That was fun one.
Uh,
So I
Okay.
think I think that is actually see, something that goes well with the next criteria, and that's innovation. So if you do something new or something that is fairly innovative, you will get bonus points. So that might be something that for example, we just got a jump scare that was fairly unexpected. It could
Yeah.
be innovative. Something happened that you did not expect to happen. Um, that's also a way that you can look at innovation. Um, if you know how to surprise the devs, then that will get you some bonus points.
Mm. Yep.
This also is the first one. No, it's this. No, it's not the first one. But it's you can get a lot of minus points when it's copy and paste. So I think it's unavoidable um, to how do you say that, make something that has never been made before. I mean, if you
Mm-hmm.
people will probably not have played all 3,000 community rooms, so there will be uh, unintentional plagiarisms, so to speak.
Yeah.
But like I said, we've played a lot of community rooms, so if we can probably see that something is a really blatant copy and paste. So it would be really cool if people did not do that.
Mm.
Don't copy
Yep.
paste literal puzzles
yeah,
stuff.
this was an amazing effect, by the way. Yura.
This is
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Maybe we
Right.
can go to. Yeah, this was cool. It was worth showing. Let's try
Yeah.
another. Let's try another room then. Oh.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So when you
Uh,
talk about innovation, that was also a good example.
yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. One thing that I want to also put here is our daily picks. So we have a list, ever-growing list. It is quite a big now, and every day we put one level on the list that you can play, so you never run out of custom games. Okay, what should we play?
Hmm.
We
I'm
have
not sure.
we have
But
10 minutes, so I don't know if you have
yeah, yeah.
anything that cool that you can show in 10 minutes. Something you have played already.
Okay, we played Wizarding World last time. Okay, let's see.
What could we do? Hmm.
Um, while you're looking, there are still some criteria we have to go through. Multiplayer
Mm-hmm.
is something we discussed. So, yeah, you can already get 5 points if you have a room that, well, what we discussed earlier, contains puzzles that can be solved simultaneously, and then you progress together. That's already multiplayer friendly, so that's a very easy way to get 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also something that you can do in single player mode. If you just complete one puzzle and then the other, it works in both single player and multiplayer that way, so that gets you points. Bugs, 5 points for never heard of bugs. We'll see if that happens, if a room is completely bug free.
Yeah.
You always get some bugs, but I mean, if someone is really skilled and they actually manage to have a room with very, very minimal amount of bugs, then that will get you max points. But even if you have minor bugs, you can still get points.
Yeah, I mean, especially if some of the bugs like are not you can. I mean, if some bugs are by us, you should probably try to avoid doing the thing you're trying to do. If you know what I'm talking about. So if like it's a bug caused by the game engine, maybe you shouldn't do the thing for the contest. Maybe better.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Avoid bugs that are like a work in progress still.
Yeah, yeah. We might fix everything sometime, but if it's not working now, maybe just avoid it to be
Yeah,
on the safe side.
yeah. So the next one is about story. If you actually manage to make a very intricate story about the room, then you will get max points. But some lore, you can also get some points for that, and you can interpret this very broadly. For example, it's not that you have to write a lot of paragraphs and a lot of documents. It's not that you have to write an actual story. The puzzles themselves and what happens when you solve a puzzle and how you progress through a room can be a story in and of itself. So if you have a sort of idea of how the sequence is of puzzles and what that tells the player, that could be lore, that could be a story. And if you do it really well, then that could get you points as well.
I just like to go back to the Clockwork Room. I mean, it has no like text or anything. It just has a text on the start, like a meteor is coming, and you're the last chance on Earth to stop it, and that's it. Nothing else. Concerning the story, everything is told by the environment. So all the puzzles are leading up to the big canon. So that's like a really good way to do your story, just via puzzles and environment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Environment storytelling is.
Yeah. Because I guarantee you 95% of the people won't read long sheets of text.
Yeah, exactly. And
Unfortunately.
there was also a discussion in the Discord that people might be disappointed that if you have a room with no story, that it will get you no points. But yeah, like I said, if you have a clever sequence of puzzles and how they lead up to the conclusion of the room, that could be a story in and of itself. So don't be too worried about. You don't have to write a novel
Yeah.
to get points for this. And then we have a random bonus points. So if you have a great thumbnail, that gives you bonus points. You might ask yourself why. Well, if you make room for this competition, you will post it in the in the workshop. It will be visible on Steam, and when this competition is long gone, then your room will still be there. And if you have a great thumbnail, you will have a bigger chance that people will check out your room. So uh, that will give you a reward, so to speak. People will still check out your room, and we appreciate the extra effort that you do in order to incentivize people to check out your room, even maybe weeks or months later. And it's also sort of proven that if your room has a good thumbnail, that people are more likely to check it out.
Yeah, and I mean, the rooms are getting really a lot of downloads. Like some have over 50,000, 60,000 downloads. It's really, really, really like a lot of people playing them. So
Yeah,
like you can reach a pretty big audience, I would say,
yeah,
with your
exactly.
rooms.
Because you have to remember that we also have the community pick for room. So let's say even if you don't get top 10, um, but we have a lot of people that might not even be in the Discord, and they just check out the rooms that are uploaded each week to see if there are any new rooms they can play. If you have a great thumbnail, there might be a chance that a lot of people play your room and upvote it, and you might even win the competition through complete like external factors. So the
Yeah.
people that aren't even in our Discord that upvote your room. You never know. So
Yeah.
we have
Uh,
5 minutes left, so I have to go really quickly through the last points.
Okay. Okay.
The next one really ties into a question that was in the chat. Like, is there a room that's too long or too short? You will get bonus points for a save system. So if you want, you can make a huge long room, but it would be great if there's a sort of save system so you can pick off where you left off, and you will get bonus points if you have that. You will get another bonus points for internal and external hint system. Good room design. So is your room nicely designed, or is there a lot of clutter that might be in the way of you solving puzzles and stuff? So if you have a tidy, neatly designed room, you can get extra points for that as well. So optimized, so minimal bugs, minimal crashes, not a lot of issues with the room. Okay, you can get bonus points. And also good use of the workshop tags, which is something that we might interested to zoom in a little bit, because we had an update recently that included the tags,
mhm.
which is a
Uh,
great way to categorize your room, which makes it easier for people to search for rooms in a certain style, basically.
sure, we can check out the tags. if you're referring to that.
Yeah, I think we have 4 minutes, so we
Okay.
You can go through them, yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to.
Because we're stuck.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
not doing this because
Maybe
we are
that's the last thing. Yeah, maybe that's the last thing we can show. And while you're looking for the tags to show, you'll get a lot of minus points for copyright infringement and a lot of minus points for profanity. And a little bit of minus points for external knowledge. So, like we said earlier, if you have to force people to go outside the game for hints if they're stuck because your puzzle is way too complicated or for whatever reason, that ruins the experience a little bit. So that's why we have like minus 5 points. It would be great to just keep people in the room engaged as much as possible.
We don't have to hurry that much. We should like go till 9 and 5 minutes. We can go like 5 minutes longer, 6. That should be fine.
Okay.
So you can go through the tags a bit.
Sure. So tag system is something that we published, I believe, a patch ago or 2 patches ago because we had that hotfix patches. But the main gist is when you are publishing, before you would just press publish and the room would publish. Now you have a little bit more of freedom what you want to be published. You can change the picture, the thumbnail, that you could do that before, but now it is all in one place. You can change the room name, and here are the tags. So the tags, we have a couple of different segments for the tags. First one is type. So if your room is actually an escape room, you would put here room. If your room isn't escape room, this sounds a little bit silly, but it is what it is. But you are creating a numbers game like Sudoku or something else like, I don't know, Kakur or Nonogram or something like
I mean,
that.
those are really popular, so it's not that fun.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's not funny. Those rooms are like the most popular rooms on the workshop are Sudoku rooms.
Yeah, so you would put a numbers game. If you're not submitting anything playable, but more of like assets that other people can use in their game, you would put environment if you're creating some 3D art, or logics if you're creating some logic gates or something like that. I saw on workshops recently that random generator, somebody made a random generator, and that would be in logic section, right?
Yeah, some people are making really convoluted like puzzles and generators and everything, so that's really fun to
Yeah,
to see how they do it.
yeah. When you pick a room or numbers game, you get a lot of more options. You get difficulty if your room is easy, medium, or hard. This is self-explanatory. Playtime, just and what is your estimate how big your room is, and is it single player or multiplayer, and what amount of people can play the game. Except for these tags, we also have a couple of more tags that you can mix and match. So we have themes that you can put more themes, like if you're creating a historic horror mystery game, you can put these 3 tags. If you are not creating that, but I don't know, adventure type game, you would put adventure tag. Uh, Here, I believe we picked a good amount of tags, but if we see fit, we will add another theme or two. So, as I said before, you can jump into our Discord and tell us if we missed any of the themes. Except for that, we have miscellaneous tags. If your room has some extra thing that we should, our players should know about, like if is the reading required or not, is it color friendly or not, and so on. And lastly, we have languages. In which language was the room written for, right? Mostly it is English, but maybe you would like to create some other room for other language. I believe that I saw a couple of Chinese rooms and I believe 1 or 2 French rooms.
Yeah, some people do like first English version. I think that's the best way to go. Like make an English version first because most people will play that one, and then if you want to translate it to your language, like Chinese, French, Spanish, you can just make another version. Just copy the room and publish it. Just translate everything, and I think
Yeah.
that will satisfy everybody because then even more people can play your room.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the tags. You can change here visibility, and now one more thing that we added is that you can publish the game from or your room from the room editor. So that is a kind of plus. We didn't have that before. If I now click
Yeah,
publish,
that's nice.
yeah, you don't have to go back to main menu and publish it. You can do it all in room editor.
Yeah,
So yeah,
maybe. Sorry.
no, I just wanted to say that's it for the tags.
Okay. Maybe I can invite you and we can play for like a couple of more minutes. Another room. If that's just show it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just download it. Do you have anything else, Adrian, that you wanted to add about the competition? Maybe.
Um, Not really. Let me double check if I
Yeah.
forgot something, but I don't think so. I think we discussed everything. We discussed the rules and the judging criteria, the prizes, of course. Yeah, maybe a final thing, tips and tricks. So we have, I think, 2 tutorials on our YouTube right now on the Pine Studio YouTube. One is the very basic how to build a room tutorial, and then there was also a second tutorial. I think that was around Halloween when that launched. Not 100% sure, but it
Oh,
showed
I
like,
think yeah, it was a tutorial just like showing what's new.
yeah, it showed some particles, particle effects that you can use in your room and stuff like that. So there are a few tutorials on YouTube that you can check out. What you can also check out, and we have those linked in the announcement for the Build a Room competition, is the winners from the first competition. If you want to have a bit of inspiration for your room,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Sorry.
and then of course the final thing is um, feel free to join our Discord because we have dedicated channels for room builders where people give each other advice and help each other if they want to, if they get stuck into making a specific kind of puzzle or object and stuff like that. People are very helpful. It's not that because we have a competition now people will sabotage each other or whatever. It's just
Yeah, the first competition was really good that way. Nobody was sabotaging each other.
yeah. People just want to. The fun thing about our community is that people just want to build and play awesome rooms.
Yeah.
So if you have a question of how to do something specific, you can ask it in Discord, and people are super helpful. So that's a tip that I could give. I don't know if Gorilla, if you can share a link in the Steam chat where people can join our Discord. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Perfect.
And shout out to like each Thornell and all our other moderators and people who are really helping us by answering a lot of editor questions, and like they have way more knowledge of the editor than us at this point, I would say.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
one important thing before you ask a question, check the pinned guides.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, guys, if you're not in our Discord, that's sort of an inside joke or meme, but we have, I mean, people have worked hard on guides that are actually pinned messages in those channels. So, I mean, you can always ask your question, but you can always check out those guides because apart from the tutorials that we have on our YouTube channel, there's a lot of information you can find in those guides. So definitely use them for your advantage.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
And
wanted
and
to.
faculty has questions
Oh,
also, sorry.
that's Schindler. What's it called? The
Ooh.
from the Mr. Bean movie.
Oh, mother, Whistler's mother.
Whistler's
Yeah.
mother, yeah.
I
Wait,
love that movie.
it's here. Where is it?
I guess it's somewhere because Adrian said he saw it.
Wait. Oh no, that's the. Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
have a
here
delay
it
in the
is. Here it
I have the
is.
delay in the stream, guys. I'm sorry. I'm checking the live stream.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
here
it's
it is.
translator.
Yeah, I can just
Waiting.
picture him doodling
The
the
nose and
face.
the yeah. It's such an iconic movie.
Yeah, that was funny. You wanted to say something earlier. We interrupted you.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I played the Devilish Diorama, the another room that the same person made this room, and I was just blown away. Like what's happening there. I
Yeah,
didn't know
amazing
that
room.
most of the stuff could be possible in our room editor.
Yeah, that was a really good room also.
Maximum points for innovation.
Yeah,
Definitely, that one would get it. Definitely. Yeah.
it doesn't work. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, so I'm just walking around. Oh yeah, I found the 2 chips, 2 square chip.
I forgot about this room. I guess I never sold it till the end. I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening actually.
Maybe you're just supposed to look at the paintings and like admire them.
Ooh, an apple.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is winning.
And maybe you can show like for a couple of more minutes the room you talked about, the diorama one.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I can show. Oh, we can show it.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. I went back. I thought I was the host.
Okay.
Should
Well,
I
you can host
or?
it. Yeah, sure, you can host it.
Okay,
You
wait.
just show that one, and then we can call it a day.
Sure. Okay, where is it?
Since we're still live, if there are any more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. It doesn't have to be specific of the competition. It can just be questions about the game, about room building, or whatever. If we have a immediate answer, we can let you know. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be live for like 2-3 more minutes, and then we'll call it a day. So if you have any more questions, now is the time to ask them. We're just gonna show this awesome room.
The cool thing
Yura,
here.
not someone, Boris wants you to show your cats.
My cats. Oh, I'm not sure where they are.
Cats in time?
Oh, here they are. Wait.
Cats in time.
Come here. Come here, kitty. Ah, there we are. Here's my cat. So I have 2 cats, and they are helping me program.
What are their names?
This one is Bagheera. So it's like
such a
from
cool name
the
for yeah.
Jungle Book, right? And she's black, so it makes sense. And the other one is Buchtla. And that's like, I'm not sure what the English name for that is. It's like a small, sweet.
That's a big sweet. That's not a small sweet. Buchtla is like it's the name. It's huge.
a
huge
big
sweet.
I'm not sure. What's the English word for Petsivo?
A bagel.
A bagel, yeah,
bagel.
a bagel.
It's a fat bagel with cherries or like something inside.
Bagel, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, they are helping me program. And for this room, I'm just amazed because you are creating your room here, and when I remove this part of the room, that room just disappears, right? And then when you go through the room, you get more parts, and then you can swap the parts.
Yeah.
It's like so much fun. Actually, we have like internally meetings, like programmer meetings and artists meetings in PyStudio, right? And for programming meetings, we usually try to play one room, and we were just amazed at the level of detail this room has and everything it is offering.
Okay, I think we can call it a day.
Yeah.
I would like to thank everybody who was watching, and of course Yura and Adrian. And don't forget that the game is on a discount at the moment, so until this festival is over, 20% off on Escape Simulator. So this is, I guess, the best time to buy it if you don't own it already. Yura and Adrian, you can maybe say goodbye or anything you want to add.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone. Thank you for participating in the chat and dropping all your questions here. If you have any other questions, feel free to join our Discord. It's discord.gg/Pine Studio. There's also a link in chat. If you want to copy paste it directly, or you can paste it into your browser. Yeah, join our Discord. Check out the room builder. And have fun with the game. And thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, same thing from me. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the questions and being here. Thank you for playing the game and everything, and everybody who's been supporting us for the last couple of months. And thank you, Adrian, for joining us. Thank you, Mats, for being a okay playmate. I mean, you had a couple of items in inventory that you didn't want to share, but
Yeah, that's classic. Oh, and good luck to everybody starting the competition, and we can't wait to play your rooms. So start making them, and really good luck, everybody, with the competition.
Good luck, everyone, and have a great rest of your evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.